Lake Clear Lodge and Retreat. It is a Wednesday. I think it's July 11th. And we wanted to let you know what's coming up this weekend in case you feel like coming to paint with us. I have with me Sharon Blair, and she's going to tell you about the Adirondack adventure that she is leading this weekend. It's going to start on Friday, go through Sunday. And we have some spots left, so we want you guys to know. Sharon, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's for people who are experienced as well as newbies.
That's right. It's open to all medias, so you don't have to worry if you've got acrylics or watercolors or you're working with oils, even pastels. You know, just if you are interested in coming, come on along. I would love to have you. What we do is we paint on location at different places where I used to go when I lived there. And I've spent a lot of times out on islands and mountains and rivers and streams, and we just do a lot of different things. Lake Clear Lodge has been a beautiful base camp for us. It's lovely. Our first day, I come in and I just want everybody to relax and enjoy themselves. The very first thing I tell people is you're on vacation, and you're on a mini vacation when you go painting with us. And it's I have done this now for the 10th year running, and we have always had a great time. Everybody who has come, you know, hands down, over and over, they'll say, gee, I want to come again. And they do. We do have a lot of returns who come every year. So it's really great, but we also have a lot of new people too. So it really cycles around quite a bit. So this time around, yeah, I have some brand new people, and I have people who are established artists who are coming along with us. When I go places, I teach people how to paint when you're out there plein airing, because a lot of people don't know how to do the initial start. If you've done it for a long time, you'll just come along and you'll have a great time. And if you haven't done it before, don't worry, bring it along. You know, it's very low key, no judging. We just have a great, great time. You'll pick certain places that are interesting to you in all the different locations I go to. This year we will be going first here to the lodge. We're going to be out on the front lawn. Some of the people that are guests here, they're going to have use for the kayaks and the bicycles. So if they want to go around a little bit with their stuff, then they can. And I do have one place that I have always wanted to paint. Every day I went by it when I worked at on Upper Saranac. I worked at the Point. And I would go by it on my way just outside the gates here. There's this beautiful little pond that sits next to some railroad tracks, and I've always wanted to paint it. I'm going to stop and do that on that day. Saturday, we're just going to kind of work around as the day goes, and we're planning on going up to Whiteface and taking the gondola up there, and we will do a peak painting. I would have liked to have gone up the Whiteface Memorial Highway, but the elevator is closed, and I don't want people to have to walk 20 minutes with all their equipment to get there. Everything is roadside. It's easy access. My sister is my Sherpa, so she brings along all the stuff and helps haul things around for me when I need it. It's a good thing. And we will also be hitting either Monument Falls, or we will be hitting Flume Falls on that day. And then we'll come back. And in between all this stuff laced all over it, Kathy is cooking dinner for us, and we're going to make our dessert. And, you know, we're just really looking forward to some of those goodies. Now, I don't know if that falls into the things that you have, if that falls into the stuff that you're doing too, Kathy. So I'm not sure if that does. But if you want to join in, we can figure out the fee on that. For my fee, it will be $100. And that's pretty good, a really good going rate, because you're going to have 2 full days of painting. The third day, if you want to come back, there's a small class. We're going to do a very tiny class in the morning, just enough to kind of, take where we have come from. But I'm going to give you an itinerary of our way home, whether you go that far or you want to go explore around to some of these spots that I've been to. But it will take you to different vistas that would be all the way down Route 30 to 28 to 12. And there's just really cool places all along the way that I have stopped to paint. And I do that, and it's just a guide to have, whether you use it this Sunday or you use it another day. What do you think?
Okay, I've been looking up for how to get in touch with you in case there's some last minute folks. We've got a few viewers that have just caught our impromptu live. So hello everybody. If you want, put up jot down where you're from. We'd love to see where you're from as you logged in here today and caught us chatting. So yeah, we've got a great weekend coming up. Weather looks pretty good. So we'll keep track of that. But we always have fun. And one year when Sharon's group came, we actually had the old stagecoach, the original stagecoach that was here. That happened to be at a function right next door, and we all got an authentic stagecoach ride right from the Lake Clear Lodge to the train station, because this used to be the mail spot. So that was a really cool thing that happened impromptu, and we always have a really neat group and a really nice time. So we're excited to host Sharon again and her group. And if you're, have the weekend free and you want to log in, it's a great group to. Painting is on my bucket list. Someday I'm going to join right in with Sharon and paint one of these days.
Awesome. How about this weekend?
Yeah, if we can grab some time, maybe I will. Yeah.
I would love to have you come along. We would have a great time with you.
Yeah. So I'm going to put up your, you can text Sharon at 315-350-6081, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to join in for the weekend here last minute. And we've got a few spots left, so we just wanted to let folks know that you could join us if you'd like.
I'm going to do it that way because I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, so I'm going to be in and out of those little dead zones here and there on the way up. And but I will be in Saranac Lake visiting some friends the night before, so I'll be able to see any texts as we go along. So I figured that would be the best way to go. I do have my laptop with me, but it's probably best to do that because I'll get a little ping and it will notify me right away that I got to take a look at things. Mm-hmm. So please, if you do want to have you come along, wonderful time. It is just always been the best adventure that you could imagine, and it really, I know that even those of you who live up there, just going someplace with a group of artists, there's so much energy that goes on during that time, and it's great. It's just great to be amongst people, and we're like a bunch of dogs off our leashes, and we paint all day and eat all night and have a great old time.
And I just put up our phone number too, just in case anybody wants to call the lodge itself. Yeah, for locals too. I know there's a lot of local plein air painters, so if they want to join us, even if you want to come to dinner and have a chat with the other painters, that's always possible too. So, okay.
Because our dinners are so much fun. We have a great time together. I just love being there. It's like being back home all over again. And I keep telling everybody down here, they make me promise I'm going to come back. And this year I've told them I'm not promising nothing. I may never come back. It's too pretty up here. Okay. So I think it would be great. You're welcome to come along. Would love to have you.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, Sharon, last minute here.
Just last minute, in case you are wondering the kind of things that I do as an artist, I do work in all medias because I teach in all medias. I work in an art store down here in Syracuse, and that is where I have my fall and winter classes and spring classes, but my summer classes are all plein air. Everything is outdoors for that. And I have had my paintings in shows. We were at Blue Mountain Lake this last year at their gallery, the Blue Mountain Gallery, and we had a wonderful time down there. That was really great. My paintings also in my portrait area have been seen all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and just this guy right in back, that's my son Forrest. and so I have a group of military paintings that have been seen by commandants and generals and all those wonderful people, but a lot of artists too. And it has been a great thing to do. My plein air stuff I've had out. I've been over at the state fair every year, and for the last 2 years I've been out there with my journals, and the journals are all the things that I do when I'm out in the field painting. And it really is a lot of fun to come see, you know, the life of your journals. And I've got I'm on my 7th generation now of journals, in which I did all paintings and some writing in there. So that's my background. I can show you more. Unfortunately, my website is down right now because I'm completely reconstructing it, and it has been taking me a little bit more time than I.
Okay, and when I first started the broadcast, the echo will probably go away. I said Plein Air Adventure July 11th. That July 11th, of course, is today. The adventure is the 13th through the 15th, which is the upcoming weekend.
Yes. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
And I will begin teaching right after our lunch and cooking session. So if you want to come for lunch, that's going to be at 12 o'clock. If you want to wait until just a little bit later, I imagine it's probably going to be about maybe 1:30ish. Sounds about right. And we'll start right away indoors to just kind of see how many people we have, and we'll do a quick little something, teaching session, and then we're going to get out to the property, and we'll have a great old time. So come along. Would love to have you. Thanks for listening.
Okay, and we'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.